Greetings, fellow YouTubians. This is SecretSnake here, bringing another episode of Crash Landing Mark II. And I've been pretty busy. Oops, that's too far. Shoot. Some of these are... Oh, I got this thing on. Some of these things are easy to do, and others are a pain in the arse. For example, the helium. Piece of cake. The chopper plant, piece of cake. The propulsion plant, piece of cake. The the repulsion plant, a bit annoying. Anyway, these things do scatter about. Alright, I have been working tirelessly. Shoot. As you can see, I got a tomato plant over here, some nether wart. Of course, I've been working on these. Now for the good stuff. Let me get rid of this stuff. I have spent countless hours working on... I had to make another one of these. I just couldn't figure it out, so I had to make one. Steve's factory manager. I don't know how I could have lived without it. That is just the awesomest mod ever. It's right up there with applied energistics and, well, in computer craft probably, maybe. Alright, we'll get into that as soon as I finish what I'm doing here, which is putting some of this stuff away. I had to make a bunch of different dies to get the different seats that I didn't have, and as far as this goes, I need to make more of these, which is the rain plant, but I need to make compressed again. I've used it up, and I am running out of iron. I don't know if I should take all of it. Let's just... yeah, 25. Alright, so... I think I'm going to make another one of these. What am I making again? No. Alright, that should do it. And we'll just throw them in. And that's doing good. Alright, now to get on to my work. Let's see what we have. I have spent so long that I have gathered tons, and I gotta work on this again. Tons and tons of resources. Alright, dirt. I've been using up the gravel and soul sand. I've been putting everything in here. Oh, it's empty. It's finished. So this is... I had to upgrade the chest because it just wasn't big enough. Although the stone... I might void this stuff. That's just a waste. Oh yeah, glowstone. I gotta get making glowstone. I can remember glowstone. I only know that all it goes in. Fireworks. Ah, there we go. No, wait a minute. Yeah. blaze powder will give me... Wait a minute. That ain't gonna work. There's a way of making this, I just can't remember the simple way, because we need a lot of it. Because I want to get rid of all these dang torches. They're just heating me up. Alright, so let's... Oh, and I got sugar cane out here too. And my cactus, of course. Alright, let's go put this stuff away. And tomato. Did I put the tomato away? This thing's full. Now let's go see what my mob farm's been giving me. Whoa. Because that's where I've been working on pneumatic, or on the manager thing. And from up here, oh wow, it's full. I hadn't even paid attention to this. It's almost completely full. That's cool. That's awesome. Alright, oh wait, let's see what junk we got. Ooh, yeah, gotta take these. Yeah. I wonder how much stuff I've lost. Some more of this. Alright, let's just throw this away. Throw this away. I'm not sure what these are. There's monster eggs and I don't know what they do. Silverfish stone. Alright, take that. Wait, didn't I? Oh yeah, I put them in the cabinet. The only thing I don't like is you can't shift click the cabinet. I should have used better barrels. Matter of fact, I do that all the time. Yeah, I can pipe these through later. Alright, now let's get back to work. So far, I have spent, like I said, countless hours working on this, trying to learn how to use it. I've tried trying to craft using liquid and stuff, and it just... I've tried everything under here trying to figure out how to craft water bottles using this, but I just can't figure it out. I've tried, I can create water bottles, but I can't get them back. I don't know where they go. Using a block gate, but everyone that uses up the water, but the bottles, I can't find them. I can't figure out where they're going or how to get them back. Believe me, I've tried and tried until I'm sick of it. So I decided to craft an autonomous activator, which works. So I've got half of this build done. You can just put it right there, I guess. It doesn't really matter, I don't guess. I wonder if there should be an easy way to clear this. I wonder if I just break it. Yeah, that did it. Alright. So basically, to get the water, I don't need this now. Well, yeah, I do for the chest. Let's just... I have figured it out. And we're going to spend this whole episode on this. Me trying to teach you what I've learned. So we'll put this here. The autonomous activator. Here. And I gotta go take care of my water problem. Which I'm trying to do with this. No, if I would have known, I should have researched that before ever starting. This week could have helped us greatly, sifting and everything right from the beginning. But oh well, didn't work out that way because I didn't know. But now I do. Alright. So first off, we have to get water in the bottles, right? So that's where the autonomous activator comes in. Of course, I've always used that in potion making and all that good stuff. But this isn't for potion making. Alright, so to start, we need a trigger. So let's create a trigger. For the moment, I want the trigger to be on a redstone signal, so we'll go to connection, go to redstone controlled, and that's pretty much all we need to mess with after we select the receiver, the redstone receiver. And the intervals can stay the same, the sides, all that can be the same, whatever the default is. And this is the redstone receiver, which I'm using the lever for testing. Alright, so next we got our trigger. Let's go with create an input. We're going to need an input and an output. So we'll take an input and an output. And in the input, we will choose 2 blocks away. So if you see how this works, this is where the controller is. So that's like 1, 2 blocks away. The other chest is just 1 block. So that's one way of figuring out what chest you're wanting to use or block. We want the one that's 2 blocks away. So that would be 1 block away, 2 cables, 1 block away. So this is what we want for the input. And the target, it doesn't matter because it's a chest. You can access a chest from any side. And the item we want will be bottles. So we need glass bottles. Okay? With me so far? Oops. So we've got glass bottles as the input. Now it's putting input into the buffer. So now we need to do something with it. So let's click on this, drag it to the output. Now let's create the where it's going to go from the buffer. So the inventory. So we want it to go to the autonomous activator, right? That's going to create the water. And the target, let's go with, okay, the back can be blue. And, no, the back needs to be, okay, so, alright, this side needs to be, that way it'll go to that chest. Alright, so let's see, where were we? Target the east. So that's the east we need to target for the east. Activate. Alright, and the item we want just had this working. Let me think. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because it doesn't matter. It can be blacklisted if I'm thinking right. Because all the bottles that are going in here are going to be empty and need to be filled. So let's just test that. See if that's going to work. Testing. Nothing's happening. I wonder why. So let's finish putting this together. Alright, so now that we have the empty bottles going in here, I suppose I should be just to be safe. Alright, so now we need to create another input and output. So let's put these over here. And just getting this organized. Actually, let's move these over here. Because we have to have two different things that has to be done. This is just creating the water for the bottles. Alright, so now we've got the water bottles going into the autonomous activator. Then from the autonomous activator, we want to target north. Is that north? Yeah. Because we want it to go into that chest. North. Activate. And the item we want is bottled water. So only bottled water can go in there. So far, so good, I think. And now we need to hook these all up. And this is going to be on a high signal that it gets sent. Doesn't really matter. Oops. Trying to remember how I did this. Low signal. No. I know what I'm missing. Hold on. Ugh. We need a flow controller, which we'll put here. And we'll hook the flow controller to that. And the output to here. Wait. We need to change this to split so we have two outputs. So just select that and that's all you got to do. Now we got two outputs. One for here and one for here. And that's it. Now they're connected to the high signal and the output should be going to that chest. And it doesn't matter about the blacklist on the output because, well, I don't think it does. But let's find out. Anyway, north. Target, north. Item. That's one block away to this one. So let's see if I did this right. This is my first real test to see if I succeed. So we got 4 bottles in there. They're gone. And the water is disappearing. Awesome. I'll check that out. We got our bottles. Nice. I'm doing good and I'm hungry, but I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to take a small break and then we're going to get to the other best part as soon as I get back, which I haven't even tried yet. Okay, I'm back. Now for the hard part. We've got our water bottles set up to work, no problem. Now it's time for and the directions that I gave you as far as the chest, any kind of inventory that's not that eye-sighted, I guess is the word is, like these things, the autonomous activator is eye-sighted. That's the only time you really need to worry about direction. Other than that, like these chests, you can access it from here, you can access it from here, here, it doesn't matter. So direction doesn't matter on that. So let's turn this off. Alright, so for this to work now, I no longer need this trigger to work like this. So instead, let's see, how do I set that back up? To work intervals, connection, here we go, on intervals. So we always want this to do this, to check and do what it's supposed to. So basically, now if I had these water bottles and I fix this pack to empty the bottle. Excellent. Alright, so now if I put these empty bottles in there, it should just automatically be taken care of and get filled up. So we always have these full. Following me so far? Piece of cake. Now, it gets a little tricky using two chests, but I was doing this for testing purposes. I can actually change this now to be only in here. So, let's see, input from that chest, output. Okay. From autonomous activator. So let's change this up a little. I might need to dagnabbit. Inventory cables. We'll get into the crafting of all this later. Right now, that's probably not necessary, but I mean, I could put it up here or anywhere, but that's alright. Cables are like any other cable, like this right here. It's just a cable. Alright, so now we'll leave it the same since that goes there. So we're going to tell it we want it to go back into this chest instead. So now you see this little mark saying that it has no inventory. So now we're going to tell it where to go. We're going to tell it to go to that one chest. So now the empty bottles, when they get used up, will end up back into this chest. Empty. And then it's going to repeat. So we got that done. Next, now that we have that, we need to create another trigger. Now see, this is the part where I want to really work on. I want it to be triggered all the time, where it does what I want, where when my pack reaches 0, it will automatically take it from my inventory, fill it up, and then put it back. And if it's not at 0, then it'll just keep checking until it's done. You can do it with switches as well, which I think we'll do is set it up to switch just for demonstration, and then I'll work on the triggering. So for that, we definitely want connection, redstone. We want none of that matters, interval. And we want to connect it to the redstone receiver again. And that's done. So now when I flip that switch, it will work with that trigger, this trigger. So now we need to create an input and another output, obviously. So we'll start with the input. This time, we want to input from the advanced relay. That is the block that accesses your inventory. Okay, and it doesn't matter what direction. And the item we want to look for is camel pack. Alright, but we don't want to just take the normal camel pack. we want to specify amount, just one, damage value of 100, an exact value. Okay, so the camel pack needs to be 100. So, whoops. Yeah. All right. So basically, that means it won't be this. It'll be this. Now we need to specify the target, the item. Yeah, that's all good. All right. So now the output, we want to target this. I mean, we want it to go to the chest. I'm sorry. We want the camel pack to go to that chest. Direction doesn't matter again. It's a chest. The item, well, yeah, I'm just going to stick with whitelisting everything. I'm not sure if I have to. I'm still learning. So we need to do this again. Camel pack, whitelisted, damage value of 100. Specify amount, 1. And actually, no. Oh, that's right. All right. All right, but the problem is, I have to remember again how I do that. Let me think. I need to tell it what slot to look in. No. Yeah, here we go. All right. Target doesn't matter. I think this is the right one I need to be in. Why is it not? Let me think here. All right, let me pause and figure out what I'm missing here. I know we need... conditions. We definitely need conditions. All right, inventory. This one. Item. Camel pack. No, this ain't working either, is it? Why am... Well, then again, it shouldn't matter. Only in the output, where it goes back to. Yeah. Alright, so... which we are going to need a condition. So this output should be correct. Damage value. Wait, why is that 0? Okay. we want it on a high signal. I do have it off, yeah. Alright. So we got, let me think a second. Alright, so we have the camel pack put into the inventory. Okay. So now we need condition, I think. You know what it is? My brain ain't working. Alright, so we've selected the inventory relay, and the target is where we need to be. Alright, so we chose down. Doesn't matter. We need to use an ID range. So basically 38 is what we need right now. I'll explain that in a second. Your inventory has numbers, and your inventory that you wear has 36, 37, 38, 39, so on. So we want to only interact with 38. You can look that your slots up on the internet. It's pretty easy to look up. Next up, so we've got that done. We've told it a damage value of 100. That means empty, that it will only interact with it when it's empty, taking it out and putting it into the chest. And the target inventory doesn't matter on that part. So now we have it output. Now we need conditions. This is, actually let me go do this before I die. I don't want to die from starvation. Now that I have access to some stuff, let's see. Chicken. Oh, cheese. I don't have cheese yet. Ketchup. I have lettuce yet. I haven't grown anything actually yet. So I guess let's just see what I got in here to eat. 80%. That's not good. Alright, so let's just make, I haven't eaten nothing with this, so let's not waste on stock. Alright, stock, tomato, and a pot. Let's see. Pasta. Yeah, it looks like the only thing I can make, well, this one. Light meal, 2 tomatoes, oh, salad dressing, salt, juicer, vinegar, grape juice in a pot makes vinegar. Alright, we ain't got that either, so I guess it's going to be, what's that white one? Tofu. This one. Tomato, stock, and a pot. Tomato, stock, and a pot. Alright. A pot, some stock, some tomatoes. Where'd I... Alright. I know I can get 3 out of it before it drops. Or 4 maybe. Nice. I'm full. Good, good. All right. way. I don't need this in my inventory. Alright. I do that every time. This is going to be running a bit long until we complete this build. I'm going to move it because I'm going to use it instead of making a whole new system. I'm going to have this make the water and fill up my camel pack, plus take care of sifting. Sifting I might do next episode when we tear this down, and I'll tear it down, and I might make a new room because I don't know how much room I need. I want it completely automated. Let's see. Where were we? Okay, so we got the output. The output is the damaged camel pack, which is going into the buffer. So now we need conditions. Where's the conditions button? Create condition. Alright. So, I already had a condition, didn't I? Alright, so the condition will be with this damaged pack. First condition. Alright, so we are on conditions, inventory. We want the chest where we have a empty camel pack and 4 bottles of water. So the conditions for this will be, it doesn't matter, that we want, let's see, bottles, full bottles of water, and we want it to be specific amount. So we want 4 bottles. Okay. So as long as there's 4 bottles in there, okay. And camel pack. And a camel pack with one camel pack that has a damage value of 100. So if these are in there, it will go to the next step. I could do a false statement too, but we'll mess with that later. Let's see. So this will be a true. So if it's true, we want to have it create an out to. Inventory. Wait, let me think here. I don't think we want out yet. No, we don't want out yet. Let's see. It's shooting at me. Alright, so we got our condition. If there's an empty camel pack with 4 bottles of water in there, we need to do some crafting. So we'll take the crafting table. We'll connect it, if true, to craft damage value of 100. And some bottles, 4 of them. There's the recipe. Damaged 100 with 4 bottles equals a full camo pack. So now that we have that done, and the excess, you don't have to, but it's apparently a good idea from what I read. Depending on the recipes, we don't really need to for this, but might as well. So chest for the condition. So now that we have that crafted, we need to output it, I think, to the inventory relay. And the target, let me move this. Doesn't matter where. Well, does. 38. 38. 38. Okay. Now I'll probably add more conditions, like if I'm wearing a jetpack and stuff like that, but for now, camo pack. This time we want to leave it at 0 because it's a full pack, and we don't want it blacklisted. We want it whitelisted. Make sure it's whitelisted. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let's see if I actually got this to work. Oops. Alright, so let's just test this to see if it works. Alright, this is empty, right? This has got bottles. Alright, so let's flip the trigger. And it probably won't work. It's not working. It's not taking it. Why? I'm gonna have to think about this. What am I missing? You know what? I'm gonna play around with this some more and figure out what I'm doing. I mean, get it set up, and then I'll just show you the completion of it. Yeah, because we're 41 minutes in. So, and I'm right now kind of at a loss. This should have worked. I mean, it shouldn't work because it's apparently not right. I'm assuming it's got to do with the input. Maybe input. Of course. Let's try one last thing. So we'll put this here. Take the condition to the input. And this to the crafting table. And set this to... You son of a... Well, it's getting daylight, so that's good. Alright, so this time, input, and let's see, let me think. So we put it into the chest. So the input needs to be chest. Direction. ID. Oops. Down. Item. Camo pack. Damaged at 100. Amount 1. Okay. So let's see if... I thought I chose the direction. Oh. Alright, let's see if that works. So we got water in there. Alright. There's enough water in there. Let's flip the switch. Can I cry yet? Alright, let's just see if half of this is working. Let's put that in there. Alright, I'm gonna have to work on this off camera. I'm getting there, I am. It's just taking me forever. At least I got to the point where I can make water bottles. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. And as always, take it easy.